Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to our Best Eat Saigon episode.
You didn't think we'd come back to Vietnam without getting some food, did you?
No chance. Vietnam is home to some of the most unforgettable dishes.
I can't believe you just said that.
Roll the food, B-roll.
Join us on our Vietnamese food adventure right here in Saigon. From extra large Banh Xeo to meat-packed banh mi, broken rice and more. Get your snacks ready and let the munchies begin.
Are you ready to satisfy some of your food cravings?
Yes! First meal of the day, we're gonna get ourselves some thit nuong. It is a classic Vietnamese dish that has grilled pork on rice noodles, and they also have some spring rolls on there too. So we're going over to Vi Saigon. The dishes came out really quick here. There are some incredible pieces of grilled meat, and it's nice and thin, which is how I like my meat. Plus I've got some ground pork by the looks of it too. And of course, the spring rolls, plus the famous rice vermicelli. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Someone please tell me. We're gonna put some sauce in and get started. Delicious piece of grilled pork right there. And with the freshness of that vermicelli, very nice. Gotta have that sauce as well. It just adds to it. Okay, got myself a spring roll too. Don't know if you could hear that, but the crunch. Oh, that was a good spring roll.
I've ordered a bolat lot, which is something that we've ordered in Cambodia before as well. It's grilled beef in betel leaf with some rice paper, vermicelli, some herbs, looks like basil to me, slice of cucumber, some sauce. I am not sure what that is, but I'm eager to find out. That bite instantly transported me into a world of happiness because the beef in there is beautiful. It's minced to perfection. Nice amount of texture, nice amount of saltiness. The addition of the basil and the vermicelli and that funky sauce over there with the shrimp paste, beautiful touch.
That was a delicious first meal to kick off our day, but next up we are headed over to get some Banh Xeo, which we heard they're quite different in Saigon though. They're apparently like supersized compared to the northern and central Vietnam places.
We got to the restaurant and unfortunately it's closed. All we have to go by is this sign, which I do not understand because it's in Vietnamese, but don't worry, we're not gonna leave you guys hanging. We're gonna book a Grab and we're gonna find a place to get Banh Xeo and Banh Cot. Let's go. Finally, we have gotten to our Banh Xeo spot. That was like a 25-minute drive. Let's go get some Banh Xeo.
Nice ladies taught us how to eat it, and as you can see, the Banh Xeo is so much bigger than the ones that we had back in central and northern parts of Vietnam. So we just need to rip off some of this, chuck that in there as well, roll it up, take a bite.
That is packed full of flavor. The southern version has a lot of seafood in the Banh Xeo. I can taste a strong hint of the squid, as well as some shrimp in there too. There's a little bit of mint as well. Now one of these leaves is hitting me with a ton of flavor, and I reckon it's this one. Let me try this leaf by itself. Right, that is amazing. This leaf actually tastes a little bit citrusy, kind of like a lemon almost. If anyone knows what this leaf is, let me know. Got here the southern specialty, which is a Banh Cot. And inside, this thing was made with flour and egg, and there is a shrimp on top. Also got some squid as well as some mince. Massive bite ahead of me, but I think I can do it. You guys might have noticed, I just ate a whole prawn. But the prawn itself is really soft, and it goes really nicely with that really salty mince that's all in there. And then you got the squid, which provides a different texture. It almost tastes like you're eating a little custard tart, but savory. Continuing our food adventures, we're gonna head over to District 1 and get some banh mi. Okay, so if you're coming here to the original location, it looks like they have moved somewhere down the road. So let's go see if we can find it. Oh, there's Yen, she's found it. Seeing the ingredients and they look absolutely delicious. I can't decide between the bread with extra meats or the one with the meatballs. Luckily Yen's going for the meatballs, I see her indicating, so we're gonna get the best of both worlds.
So I've got the meatball banh mi. I've already taken a bit of bites off the end just so that I can get to the meat faster. Got lots of flavor, it's really nice, a bit sweet as well. Chicken's super tender, like that just, I don't know, disappeared in my mouth.
Oh, a lot of wow to this sandwich. Because it's not just a flavor explosion, it's a texture explosion as well. Because there's those 3 different types of Vietnamese hams in here, you get the soft chewy kind, you get the normal like ham kind, And then there's a third special one that's almost a slightly gelatinous. Sounds kind of weird, but it goes perfectly in this sandwich. There's a nice amount of heat, just a little bit. And then the pate wraps everything up in a beautiful, salty yet rich kind of flavor. Best thing about this is both yen and my banh mi added together was only 60,000 dong. So like that's a bargain.
We've heard that pho in the south is pretty different to central and north Vietnam. Apparently they add a lot more ingredients into their bowl of noodles. So we're here at a very popular spot, Pho Huai, to go find out. The noodles do look a little bit different, like they're not as translucent or as wide as some of the phos that we've had in central and north. The piece of meat that I got was pretty lean, which was good. And also the soup was a bit more flavoursome than I think central or northern Vietnam's pho that we had before. Something I don't normally do is add chili to my pho, but I had a taste of this one before and it is a delicious chili. It's a very spicy though, so just a tiny bit. It has garlic and a tiny bit of ginger as well, and the chili is just a really strong kick, so it makes it really yum. But yeah, don't normally add chili to my pho. What about you guys? What I am going to go in for now though, so I have the fried French dough sticks. So just be aware that these are 5,000 Vietnamese dollars. If you do eat them, they will charge you for it. Something about fried bread, so good.
There are plenty of different options, but I've got with a combination of all beef. So you got some raw stuff here, you got some tendons over here. I've got what looks like a different kind of tendon and some flank as well as some meatballs. That is a very warming mouthful. Okay, definitely a lot more flavor in the southern Vietnamese pho than the northern one. And if I had to pick between the two, I think I'm gonna go southern because this is really delicious. I really like that there are the tendons as well as the normal raw beef, as well as some of the flank pieces too. So I like that whole combination of different textures. One more bite. Oh man, that is so good. One other difference is, this is a pretty huge portion, and that might be reflected in the price because it was $90,000 for this massive bowl, but I am going to be well and truly full after this one.
So on the way to our final restaurant, we found this gorgeous little coffee shop called Con, so we're here to have a drink. So I got the classic Vietnamese coffee with milk and ice. Let's have a try. Ooh, it's a strong hit of coffee, but it's also sweet, which is why it's delicious.
Ooh, this place has got some fancy coffees. I've got a coconut coffee, which is one of my favorites when we were in central Vietnam. Let's give it a sip. Oh, the sweet mixture of coconut and coffee. Marriage made in heaven.
And to wrap things up, we are bringing you to a local spot we found that sells com tam, which is broken rice. We're ordering it here. You can just pick and choose the ingredients that you want on your plate, and then they'll bring it out to you. So although they don't speak very much English here and there's no English menu, it's okay because as you saw before, you can just point to what you want on your plate and it comes out nice and quick for you. It's a really cool place. It feels very homely as well. It's literally, I think, in their home. Let's get into the food. So you've got here some fish sauce which you can drizzle onto your meats. I kind of like to drench mine, but you've also got some hard-boiled eggs, some veggies, pickled veggies too, tomatoes, and the Vietnamese meat pie. And of course, that little broken rice. That's really delicious. Such a simple dish, but everything is cooked really yum. It does feel like you've just come home for a great meal.
My plate is a little bit different from Yen's. I get a whole bunch more ingredients. Meat pie there and the pork chop there. Time for the bite. Oh, and these strands here, that's the pig skin. Oh, beautiful. The pork skin has a little bit of like of a burnt flavor, and mixed in it with the sweet pork chop and the pie gives it a nice texture, and it all blends together into a fantastic flavor explosion in your mouth. This place is like a regular for Yen and I. One, because it's got really good value, and two, because it tastes fantastic. That's an award-winning combination. And that wraps up our best eats Saigon.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode and got some ideas of what to eat when you come to Saigon.
What do you reckon was your favorite?
That is tough. There was a lot of great food today, but I'm gonna have to go with Vi Saigon. That grilled pork, delicious, and those slippery noodles, yum.
And I'm tossing up between the Saigon pho or the com tam. I'm not sure.
Com tam was good.
It was really good. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the com tam.
So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please do give us those likes, subscribe if you haven't already, drop us a comment. We really love hearing from you all. Big thank you again to everyone watching, and we will catch you
On the next one.
next time.
See ya.
See ya.